message is one that I chose specially for you. I call it Audience. My housekeeper has a 4-year-old son called Baba. He's an adorable little thing. On weekends, while I sit on my balcony reading, I smile to myself as I watch him running around in the courtyard playing all kinds of games. He has a very fertile imagination, and I can't help but marvel as I listen to him imitate his teacher, his father, the police, and all the adults he observes daily with his attentive little eyes. One Saturday, I decided to have a much-deserved lie-in. That was until the enthusiastic voice of little Baba intruded on my rather luxuriant dreams. He was playing one of his games, but there was something rather familiar about what I was hearing, so I opened one eye under my duvet and strained to hear better. After about 10 seconds, my ears were properly tuned in, and I started chuckling to myself as Baba's game became clear to me. He was chanting, "AM show, morning man, Kojo Yankson, Arish Kontomre." First of all, I was delighted to identify another discerning viewer, and I found it infinitely adorable just listening to him, how he vigorously imitated me. I never realized little Baba even watched this show, but after a while, a certain gravity also presented itself to my mind. Little Baba watches this show. Included in all the little influences and details and information that his young, impressionable mind absorbs on a daily basis are the things I say on TV. In those formative years, his sense of right and wrong, good and bad, are all being formed and molded by the things he sees and hears, including the things I say and do. That's somebody else's child, and without knowing it, I am contributing, even if in a small way, to the kind of person he will grow up to be. My dear friends, do you know who is watching you? When you stop and pee into the gutter, do you know whose child is observing you? When you are having a screaming match with someone in the car park for stealing your space, do you know which young, impressionable mind is paying attention and forming their own views of the correct way to express their emotions? When you are jumping red lights, doing your nails at the reception desk, smoking, drinking, gossiping, lying to your creditors, bribing police officers, do you know whose corrupted future you are ensuring? As a nation, we keep saying our children are the future. Well, who do we think they are learning from? If we don't realize that their young eyes are watching us, and if we don't start to set the right example, our future is going to be identical to our present. And how satisfied are we with the present? We often think we're not answerable to anyone and that we have the freedom to act in whatever way pleases us. After all, we are adults. But freedom isn't free. There's always a cost to the choices we make. Do you know where the expression role model comes from? Well, it's because in life, our actions are played out on a stage. So in our daily actions, we are all modeling a role, whether we want to or not. And here's the kicker. There's always an audience who don't only watch, but copy us. So ask yourself, what kind of performance are you putting up today? My name is Kojo Yankson, and I have an audience, whether I want one or not. So, I'd best model a positive role. Good morning, Ghana. Ro.
Yeah, it's a great lesson for all of us.
Thank you.
And you know, it always starts from the home. And so,
yes.
Well, what you do is what your children or those around you are likely going to copy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if you want to know how that is going to have a trickle effect, just watch those young people around you. You get to know that that's how it is. The adults will not say it, they will act it. The children will be asking questions while they act.
Indeed, indeed. So it's best for us to do our best, always.
Yeah, I guess we're a copy of those above us.
That's
the
true.
forbearing generations.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so now let's bring to you the latest news headlines. Stay with us. We'll be on very soon.